Hello YouTube, welcome back to the Basement Card Collector. Today's video is going to be a baseball card shop visit recap video. It is definitely not an LCS, it would be an NLCS, a not local card shop visit. This card shop was in Bradenton, Florida, and we stopped in on a day in our spring break and we flew it back. So I have a little stack of cards that I picked up. I was a little nervous because I knew I had to put them on a plane and I wasn't sure what I could, travel safely with and not bend or get smushed in my bag. So I bought a little stack here. I'll show you in just a second. The book to your left there, The Willie and Me, is a book that I read on the beach. And yes, it is a book made for a young reader, maybe a 5th to 6th grade reading level. But man, it's so good. It talks about baseball history, and this boy has these magical, kind of the magic touch, if you will. And if he holds on to a 1951 baseball card, he can be like transported back to that time. And he uses this power to try and solve a problem or fix a player's career or help out somebody. So I really encourage you to look the books up. He has maybe 10 or 12 books in this series. This is Willie and Me. My son read them, and now I'm kind of going back and reading them. But my next book is going to be Jackie and Me for Jackie Robinson. But anyway, I did take that, and I did read that book on the beach. And joining us right here next to Mr. Willie Mays is Andre Dawson, my very first Hank Aaron vintage card, and a little Jackie Robinson card, just because. Let's get into these cards we bought. We found a shop, and actually I've been there probably 4 or 5 times. I guess it's my spring break LCS. We do stop in there every time. Sad part this time was that the old guy that used to own it had sold it. So I walked in, and actually was a young kid, and his dad had bought it and, selling cards, and it had a little different twist. I was kind of excited to see what they'd done with it, but what I have here is just a couple little cards that I picked up. We did fly into Tampa, and I thought this Randy Arozarena card, I just kind of had to buy it since I was in Tampa. It's the Chrome. I do have the top set, but I also collect gold cups, so I thought for 50 cents, I could bring home a Tampa Bay gold cup on the Topps Chrome. Rookie of the Year, Mr. Randy Arozarena. And again, I do have this in the Topps. This is the 2023. I don't have this Topps card yet, but I will get this set eventually. But again, for the gold cups, Mr. Bobby Witt Jr. So I had 50 cents for both. I thought I can do that. I wasn't really looking for them, but I, again, just thought I can do that. Mr. Nolan Ryan, 89 score, the traded version. And for some reason, I did not have this, and I thought it's coming home with me. So from Florida to Indiana, we brought the Nolan Ryan 89 score. And then really from there on out, I bought a couple cards that I also didn't know I needed, but I'm kind of on this get some older cards of some of the greats, hence the Hank Aaron back here. I picked up these two. They're Golden Press 1961s. Carl Hubble, and they actually got them for $1. I know it says $2, but and an Eddie Collins. They're 1961, and granted they're not tops, but they're 1961 for $1 a piece. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with them, but I know they're not quite playing days cards, but they're gonna go into my ever-growing vintage collection as well. So Eddie Collins and Carl Hubble. Actually, we'll cover up these two young bucks. They won't mind. Then in the dollar box as well with those two, I picked up the Carl Yastrzemski Turn Back the Clock card, and that's going to go into my 77 top set that we're working on. It is not the greatest copy, but for $1, I figured this could be a good holder until I get something a little better. But still, for $1, I'll definitely take that. I can do that. And then the next, I got 4 more. I have 4 more cards, and I'll just kind of put them in order. They're just really cool cards. I got a Billy Williams 72 Topps. Just the color of it. It says $5, but I think that was half off, so I think it was like $2.50. But that's, eventually I'll work on that 72 set, but right now it's going to go into my Cubbies binder. But a really cool Billy Williams. And man, how cool is this? I don't have many relic cards or bat pieces or jersey cards, but Ron Santo jersey swatch. That also, I think that was $8, I think is what I paid. But still, I just thought that was really cool. That's from the upper deck, I think, '02. Just a really cool, that baby blue, I don't know where it came from, but somewhere, a Ron Santo jersey card. So for my Cubbies, Billy Williams, Ron Santo, and check out what we got here. This was in the, it was marked as, actually, you can see, as $20, and in the case, it was kind of laying flat like this, and I really couldn't see it. So, but I did think I was going to take it for 20 bucks. And then if you were to see it, it's pretty, it's had some love. It's 1966 Ernie Banks. The back is not too bad, but I just thought and I asked him, hey, that's pretty beat up. What would you take it for 10? He's like, ooh, that does have a pretty good run in it. We'll give it to you for 10. I said, yes, please. Ernie, you're coming home with me. And then the coolest card I took home, another Ernie Banks, 1969 Topps. It does have a little bit of a stain in the back, but again, I don't mind. I don't have a 69, but we're kind of growing the little Ernie Banks Topps run. And again, we'll need some help, of course, maybe making better copies happen or cleaner copies. But man, I just love getting, anytime I can get an Ernie Banks. I just love that 69. I mean, look at that smile. What a guy. That cool Cubs patch on the sleeve. I just thought that was my first thing I saw, and I thought I have to get that. And that is what we brought back home from Florida. From Florida to Indiana. On the plane. I was on a plane with Ernie Banks and Ron Santo and Billy Williams. But no, it was really cool. This little card shop, I go every time we head down there for spring break. Popped in, new owners, but still had several cool things. They were selling sets, which I usually do buy one. But if we fly, it's just, just doesn't work. So picked up a couple tiny cards, but some really cool Ernie Banks, Billy Williams, Ron Santo, my big winners for me. But that's the recap of my NLCS. And I hope to stop in again next time. And I hope you come back and watch some more videos. But for now, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.